and manufacturers whether it will remain a separate thing. So always a free DLC. And Maze Plus, I mean, the other thing, we primarily use Maze Plus as well here. Now, initially Maze Plus didn't work with the new crops, now it does. Dude, seriously. Get out the way. Go. Thank you. So when I do, when I do have something running, you're inside or out? So you're inside. Okay. I will. Any mods I add mustn't mess up what I'm already doing, or I don't want. I don't want to use them. Same with DLC. So in this case, Productions is interesting. We're slowly getting into Productions, but that said, Cavalier Roy has added a lot of Productions on this map. So a lot of the things, the bread mill, what is it called? The place where you make bread, the bakery. Has a whole raft of additional production that is not part of the base game bakery. Same is true with the flour mill. And I found out that to use the bakery you need yeast, and to make yeast you need sugar. So we need to get into sugar beets. Oh, let's try not to tip the truck over, and thank you for parking there. You are so helpful. Get out the way. Thank you. So I have not pre-ordered Farm Sim 25 at this time. And I think, for my mind, part of the reason for that is it doesn't run on this PC. So I need a new PC before I need a new Farm Sim game. Plus, typically, I don't start a new season, Saturday game until I'm at what is it? Until there's a good map. I need a map that looks interesting, and I need all a bunch of other things. What things? A bunch of other mods before I say yes, this is now at the point where I want to play this. Well, this is going to be difficult to extract ourselves from, especially with that big thing hanging down on my head. And I just lost my log. So yes, I will be getting Farm Sim 25, but I will be getting a new PC first. And that's becoming a challenge all of a sudden. So for those of you that are unaware, there is a big problem with Intel 13th and 14th generation processors. Such that you can completely toast your PC. That's a bad thing in my book, although within the last week or two there have been some CMOS patches and other stuff that may fix it. But they're saying, you can apply those, but if you've already toasted your processor, you're basically hosed. There's something else as well. The other thing of note is that Intel processors are on the final generation for the current motherboards, so it's worth holding off, because any motherboard you buy today will not work on a newer Intel processor. So if you're into upgrading your PCs rather than replacing them, you're at the end of life on currently available processors for Intel chips. The new AMD processors come out, but if you go for a Ryzen 7000 or 7000, whatever it is, they are perfectly fine, and in theory you can upgrade the processor at a later date. The new ones have just come out, and my general rule is I don't buy the new processor. And good reason for that. The new processor is way overpriced. Always is. That's backwards, that's forwards, okay. Let's spin that way. Okay, let's go get back in the other thing. Oops. So yeah, I need a new PC, but I'm not sure what I'm getting or where I'm getting it from, or what sort of processor or anything. I'm gonna wait for now and see what happens closer to Christmas, because that's probably when we're going to be able to think about it. Oh, there's the tree that didn't get chopped. That's going to be interesting. But we're definitely clearing out this area. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to worry about the tree that failed. Park that there. And we will start this up, and I think I need to reverse it. Okay. Oh, that's extend and de-extend, whatever the word is. Let's lift that up, and let's turn the wheel the wrong way. There you go. A little bit closer. And I think what I'm going to do is do it like we're supposed to. Okay, that was actually successful. Nice. Dude, you are having issues. Let's pull that in. Seems to be in the right place. That's not doing anything. Okay. There you go. Gotcha. Now, let's back off. There we go. Seriously, I think this is stuck on the hedge again. But we'll see how that works. Yay. Okay. That kind of worked. Back it off. Why aren't you moving? Get that facing the same way as the tracks are going. Just might make things a little bit easier. No. Am I on a stump or something? No. Okay. That worked. Don't get in the way of the truck, don't get in the way of the tractor. I think next thing I want to do is stump grind again. I don't, but I do. So my plan at the moment for this area is to just clear all of the trees out of it and then decide what I'm going to do later. I think the stumps might be a problem. That stump might not be a problem. Well, that disappeared. That was kind of successful. Okay, let's get the tractor out of the way. And go grab some trees. We are due some electrical storms today. I said earlier, I cut some. We've got a whole bunch of fir, spruce, pine, whatever in our backyard, and the lower branches have got very big, very heavy, and just get in the way. So the last couple of years, I've slowly been working my way along the trees and just chopping the lower branches off so we can actually cut grass underneath them. And then I stick them in the fire pit or burn them up and chop down another load. So I did spend the end part of yesterday after work just chopping up some tree limbs and sticking them in the fire pit. They're not going to get burnt until probably Tuesday or Wednesday because we're expecting nothing but rain for a while. Oh. Okay, we'll just get that one. But then Mrs. Osa gave me a hand and chopped some of the timber I've got. So I may today, while it's raining and everything, go down in the basement and assemble some bits of wood into a coherent bench-like system. Oh no, don't do that, dude. All things considered, I'm not sure I'm going to stick with the 6-foot tree limbs. It's just the way I'm looking at this at the moment. I'm not stacking these nearly tidily enough to be able to get two lengths of tree limbs on the back of that trailer. So I could just cut them 12 foot and go with that. See, if I put this right about here, I could get another one on the back of the truck. But at this point, we've still got a bunch of 8-footers in there. Yeah, I know. I learned all this way back in Farm Sim 17, and I'm just reacquainting myself with the best way to do it. Okay. What I'm thinking here is this is stuck on the hedge, but what I should be able to do is possibly lift it off the hedge. Or maybe not. No, stop getting caught up. There we go. Lift up, back off. Yes. I'm wondering if I picked it up from the middle, it wouldn't tip. Try not to get the tractor stuck on the hedge either. Now I cannot see. Oh yes, I can. Yes, those are in exactly the right position. Oh, it's starting to rain in game. There we go. We're out. I can't see what's coming. Hopefully I can get it over here and... oh, hi car. That may be as far as it needs to be. There you go. Okay, fortunately I have one of those handheld chopping devices. So we'll do this the old-fashioned way. Okay. And now, oh, Lumberjack mod tells me I got the big giant thing. That's good. I got the big giant thing because the measure mod that I used to use in previous games has a mod conflict with something. But I didn't realise that the Lumberjack mod that I'm using also has a this is how long your piece of wood is. So I could have done this on the cheap and just not bought the big giant expensive machinery. Okay, yeah. Since farming 17, I've used the measure mod, which means with the chainsaw you can chop down the tree, you can clean off the tree, and then you place a marker on the ground, and as you walk, it's not purely a lumberjack thing. It can be used just to mark out something. So you could get out, I could stand here, turn the marker on that stump, and then walk over here, and it would tell me I'm 60 feet away from the stump or whatever. You could use it as a measuring tool, not just a how long's my stick. But typically I used it for measuring the length of stick, so I could get them sort of uniform and they would stack well on a logging trailer. But as I said, we use the lumberjack mod now, which is it includes all sorts of fun. Well, that's not what I had planned. Fun lumbering tools. I mostly use it for strongman, rather than having to go into the Easy Developer Toolkit and find the strongman panel and check it. I can't remember. I think if you press Alt, you become strong and you can pick stuff up, so it's a little bit easier. I think if you double tap Alt, then you become permanent strongman. Being permanent strongman, not super ideal, because you can have issues trying to do normal farm things where you have to click on something to activate it, and because you're strongman, you click on something nearby, pick up a tractor, and then throw it across the map. So I tend to just use it on the switch it on when you need it setting. Okay, that's another few logs on the back. Tip it back all the way. And we are clear. Okay. I think I can park that there for a minute. Turn the engine off, and Cameo, good morning, welcome to Saturday. It is a fine wet day in Glenleathann. It's going to be a fine wet day in Michigan shortly. I'm not sure we're due rain until about 1 o'clock, and then we're due thunderstorms and all the fun. Dude, quit molesting. There you go. It's that easy when you get it right. think it's easier coming in from the other side. There you go. And that's done. So we can turn that off. Drive forwards, please. Stick this over here and we'll get into the big yellow thing. Or not. We'll climb through the Clastorian. Because the park's too close. And got a bunch of small trees here, I guess. I can clear those off. That didn't work out quite so well. Okay then, you do that. You do that thing. That's fine. Am I in reverse? No, I'm in drive. Okay.